Hello, this is Evan Rogerson, and I'm Gang here, and today we're going to go ahead and break down the game name reveals for next year's game, which are Override for VRC and Level Up for Vex IQ. If you haven't already watched the video, I'd recommend checking out the original Vex one, as this one is going to be primarily focused on going down through the Easter eggs that myself and some other members of the Notebook server managed to compile. So opening up, it looks like we just have a lot of previous game elements. You can see like some blocks over here. That looks like a tri-ball right there. We have like, I think those are like what the pins or whatever the Vex IQ game elements are for this year called. And then we also have like some pictures of like the previous year's game name teasers. Then we have, moving on, this is like kind of the first big piece of information they show, and also kind of the biggest piece of information throughout the entire video. So this kind of looks like the VRC field layout. Interesting to note is that there's only one robot on both the red and the blue sides, which is kind of strange. And then some other things to know are that we have 9 of these little square things with rounded edges, which I suspect is what the 9 base plates are for. Additionally, we also have something that looks very similar to the high stakes ladder structure as well here in the middle. Some other things that we want to note are there's 12 and 10 listed on each thing, and we also have multiple of these like yellow and blue circles in the middle. I don't think that these white things are super relevant because that would be, there's a lot of them, and I think that would be too many to symbolize like some sort of game element. I think they're just to show like the alignment of how everything lines up here. So I think that we have two different game elements here, the yellows and the blues, and I think that you're going to be scoring them. Now, in games where we've had different like colored game objects, like I'm thinking Tower Takeover, or different types of objects, I guess. Like Tower Takeover, you had like orange, purple, green cubes. Um, in those kind of games, that means that you have a goal on your side of the field, or the other side of the field in the case of over under, that you're primarily trying to score those objects in, because you can't tell. It's not like a game like a pushback where you have shared goals and multiple colored objects. This looks like it is shared objects into different colored goals. That would be my suspicion. So we have, it looks like, I'm guessing these are 4 goals on the blue side and 4 goals on the red side. And maybe those colors don't line up perfectly. Maybe like some of these are red, some of them are blue. And maybe you have to like shoot across during auto or something. I don't exactly know. The interesting one is this middle one, simply because this can't be, if it's for a specific color and there doesn't seem to be any specific like alliance type things, then I'm not sure how this one works exactly. It could be something like over under, where you have like your preload is a different or special color, and maybe you have to try and put that in there, and only the preloads can be scored in here. Or maybe these are like split goals or something down the middle. Um, or maybe there's something else, but I don't think it's like yellow is the red team scoring object and blue is the blue team scoring object, just because the numbers don't match up. And I would guess these 12 and 10 are something like match loads, because we also have like these, I'm going to call them gates, in the corners, because those kind of look like the spin up match loaders, if you're familiar with that. That's kind of what I would guess, that we're dealing with there, some sort of match load introduction station, and then those are your match loads that you can go ahead and put in. Going back to this, something else that I do also want to note out is the lines of symmetry on the field that we have right here. It does appear to be more similar to spin up with the lines of symmetry, in which case you have your like gate thing on the right hand side, and if you're on red, you also have the gate on the right hand side. Then you have like these extra clusters of blocks, or whatever they're called, on the left hand side, and same thing for red, also on the left hand side right there. So it does look like we get a symmetric field with spin up, and we'll get to now some of the other things we have here. High scores. This lists a few different things. Tyler is a reference to the MC Worlds, and he's also the guy that does the VOs for Vex. So he's the guy that did the voiceover for this one, and he also pops up later on in the video. Not sure what this one is. This one is apparently the graphic designer for this vid, for that username. I assume this is also somebody who helped work on the video. Not sure on that one. Somebody found some Reddit thing. I don't even need to explain that. Again, nobody found that, and that one looks like a Pokemon reference, to Pokemon being like 30 years old, I'm guessing. There's a lot of reference to like the 80s, if you haven't noticed, with this video so far. This is kind of breaking down. Some other people circled some stuff. Then we move on to the Herobots. This is a classic. Um, this is probably the Vex IQ Herobot, and this is probably the VRC Herobot. This one's got like IQ on it, and also has the dates for Vex IQ Worlds. Um, and then this one looks more VRC with like the C channel spacing. That kind of looks like a V5 battery cable right there. And it also has the dates for V5 Worlds and Vex U Worlds. And another one of those right there. So Herobots, I'm not going to go too much in depth. I mean, we got like classic, those are probably wheels. Some sort of like scoring system here. Vex IQ looks like it's probably, again, wheels. Some sort of like lifting thing on it or something, because this kind of looks like an arm that would then like rotate up and down, and then there's something at the end. Not exactly sure. Somebody else is thinking the Herobot here. These are probably also the Herobots up here that you can see. It's like some sort of lifter, claw, aligner, 4 wheels. I actually think it has 6 wheels. I think that middle thing right there is a wheel, or something, because it looks like on this picture you have 6 wheels, which would be strange because I don't know if there's enough parts in the kit to make that, but it does look like 6 wheels to me. And then potentially some sort of aligner here at the back. Not quite sure what that is. And moving on to the next part of the video, we have this like add dance section. I'm not even sure what to call it. This is like the transcript. I'm just going to go ahead and pull up the video and let you guys listen to that. It seems like there's a lot of like, it seems just like some of it I think will actually be in the official video, like the generic stuff, like the welcome to the greatest 2 minutes in robotics, 3 ways to play, like skills in person, and then like online or whatever. But I think some of them are also just like cut takes that didn't make it in. I don't think there's too much to be gained from here, but I'll go ahead and play the video.
Be scored in multiple locations.
But I'll go ahead and play the audio that gets when you do call this number.
No, can also be scored in multiple locations. No, what? There are 3 ways to play in the Vex IQ robotics competition. Robotics. There are 3 ways to play in the Vex robotics competition. Robotics. My mouth is too big for this. Each team also has the opportunity, my old nemesis, in which they have 60 seconds of the scores from oh, I tried to burp, but it just came out as a grunt. Country fart. All right. That's not funny, Keith. No, that's not funny. I'm mad in here. The scores from the scores from drive. All right. For official game rules and robot requirements for Vex IQ robotics competition. And you'd think if I was the voice actor for a company, I'd know how to say its name. Hold on, let me try again. Nothing is funny about what I'm doing, so don't laugh. I saw a little vein twitch up there. Level Up is played on a 6-foot by 8-foot field by 2 teams, red and blue. But the challenge doesn't stop there. Override is played on a 12-foot by 12-foot field by 2 alliances, 1 red and 1 blue. Ooh, red and blue. Good game show host. I think that line came out good. Can we reduce game show host by adding Override consists of a 15-second autonomous period, where teams... Okay, back to 1. What? That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, baby. I like that. I'm telling them a secret. Was that okay, or is it too whispery? The greatest number of robots. Whisper. It's not the Whisper overview. It's not Vex IQ Whisper. Vex IQ Whisper competition. Yeah, baba. Yeah. Was that okay? Who wrote this?
So, yeah, that's the video there. Like I said, I don't think there's anything too useful. Like diagonal auto line theories later on in the video. Also, I'll throw this in, but I think that this is fake. Somebody apparently texted the number, but I think that's all fake. And then again, this is just like the full transcript of the call right there. Some other things to note. This has like, if you like do some contrast things or whatever, it apparently says like L1, L2, L3, L4. So I think that could mean a couple of different things. Not necessarily shooting balls. I think if we go back here, I think we could potentially have these goal things. They look like they might start with some things scored in there, but those also might be like, the objects might fit in there. So we might have different levels to these goals here. This also, this could be like high stakes in which you have to hang again or something, or there's some sort of elevation. As we had like these same terms of L1, L2, L3, and L4 for hanging games, like over, under, and high stakes. So So there could be something central with hanging at the end. That would be kind of lame though, a little too similar to high stakes in my opinion. And we have the QR codes. These appear to link to the um, game manual pages, which obviously are not accessible. Those won't be published until they're in Dome after the change up incident in which the link was live and you could actually just type in change up and somebody found the manual too early. Same thing for VRC right here. It's a 404 error. It hasn't been published yet. Some interesting shapes here. Not sure what to make out of those too much. We do have some Morse code. Um, this translates to, and again, I haven't fact check verified all these things, but hello, is you there? I will be soon back. Not sure what that's supposed to mean. Some more Morse code right here. Progress isn't always a straight line, which goes into the diagonal auto line theory, which there's another still. We'll get to that later on. Then this is Back to the Future reference. When this baby hits, it's supposed to say 88. That's what that binary says, but it's been crossed over and replaced with 55 miles per hour. You're gonna see some Sirius, and then so I think that this could mean some people were thinking it's a wattage limit thing about like 88 watts, but the other significance of 88 is that we have 88 blocks on the field with this year's game. So some people are thinking this is going to go back down to 55 game elements, which would be ballpark wise what you would expect from these rough estimates that we have right here. This does appear to be like a little bit more, like if I counted up all the things, like these yellow and blue things, including match loads, I got 101. Not sure if that's accurate. So maybe like there's 55 of like the yellows or the blues, or maybe there's some other things with preloads going on, or maybe it is a reference to the wattage limit. Again, not 100% sure. Looks like we have a water game reference. It would not be complete without a water game reference. Some pyramid middle object. Some people are thinking that this lines up with the centerpiece. Um, some sort of control game. Again, not exactly sure. Some random frame with media offline. Nobody seemed to really find anything in here. Um, apologies, that's my dog in the background. Um, and then some symbols on the headband. Some people are thinking these are potentially relevant because there were a lot of triangles in the whole like dance thing. You can see it again right here. A lot of triangles. Some people are thinking maybe it's like a pick and paste, pick and place game. Not 100% sure. Then we also have this frame right here. A few things of note. Um, so this right here shows again the Herobots, same things that we saw earlier. And then it says this. I think this is just trolling from the GDC. And then we also have this, which these are just basic logic gates. As a computer science major, I very much recognize what these look like. But they're not really detailed enough to make out exactly what kind of gates they are. So not sure on that. Now this one's just weird. It references the 1988 Aerobic National Championship that took place in California. No clue what that's supposed to mean. I don't know. Maybe something to do with like hanging or climbing or something again. Somebody saw this. So if you look at that, they think that this says like one at a time with the clock. So potentially another one game possession limit, like over under. We have some more things here. Hi, Zach Jazz here. Um, Same images on both these binaries, which if we recall back from earlier on in the video, we have a Zach Wood. So I'm not sure if that's like Jazz is maybe like something else. I'm not sure if those are the same people, but it could be a reference to the graphic designer person whoever made this thing. Oops, getting ahead of myself. This one, it just says you survived 100% of your hardest days. Then we have this shot right here, which this kind of looks like the outline of the ladder type structure that we can see right there. And it has these lines here. So some people are maybe thinking diagonal auto lines, which would also line up with the progress isn't always a straight line binary that we have earlier on in the video. I do think this is fairly plausible, as somebody from the GDC said in the Discord server when we were talking about the Vex U autonomous line, which is like hexagonal shaped this year. They said that they did it more to experiment, and they didn't quite see the level of interaction they expected. So I wonder if they're trying something more with VRC. I wouldn't be shocked if you had like two diagonal lines and you have like this like left portion is like the blue side and that one's the right side, and you almost have like two neutral zones. That wouldn't shock me. But this definitely is looking more like a diagonal auto line this year than we've had in previous years. Although I think I also said that about this year's game, and that ended up just being the floor patterns of the logo on the mats. Stay tuned as I'll post any more updates, and I will also have a video breaking down the game when it actually does come out. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.